needs another skateboarding slash a podcast, 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 a podcast,
There should be a little button. Oh, I see. You don't have your camera on. There's a little thing next to your name. That's the camera button. Yeah, go to the. You see what I'm saying?
No. Oh, start video.
There you go. There we go. Oh,
What happened? Huh?
peekaboo. There he is.
You got really good lighting in there.
Thank you. It's mostly natural light. You know what? I'm gonna let you go on this. I gotta talk to my buddy Gnardo on the phone, so I'm gonna let you go on the Zoom.
Wait, you don't want to?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Can you hear me?
I need headphones.
No. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it down because, you know, not everyone needs to hear me talk really loud in the house.
Yeah, everyone in my house is sleeping still.
Oh, shoot. What time is it over there in the Antarctic? You look like you're in a little snow bunker.
Yeah, it's 10:17. I'm in the garage.
Nice. AKA the board making studio.
Yep.
Let's start from the very beginning. Welcome, everyone, to the very first episode of Orange Man's Zest Friends. And joining me today is one of my Zest friends and favorite skaters, Gnardo, aka Brandon Leonardo, aka Big Daddy, as of lately.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I want to also shout out to Valentine's Day. And it makes so much sense that we're recording this on Valentine's Day as we love each other.
Oh, man.
And
I forgot.
Well, you better get your special someone something sweet. Think about it. A heart-shaped something or other, you know.
Yeah, I got a few hours.
Oh yeah. You got well, you got even more time on your end. You're on the
Why is that?
Because you're on Pacific time. Like me, I only have 13 hours left in the Valentine's Day. But you got 16.
Yeah. Well, I also have a friend whose birthday's on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So I need to call him.
Yeah, well, he gets double the love. That's sweet. Good for him. Now, speaking of birthdays, you recently gave birth.
Yeah. Sure did.
Would you like to elaborate on that a little bit?
The birth of my child?
Yeah.
Well, let's just say it was one of the most craziest experiences that I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can't take full credit for the birthing, but you had a part in it.
Yeah. I mean, I was there every step of the way.
Nice.
I made sure he came sliding out. I mean, it was pretty intense. I honestly can't even explain it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like
it's like one of those things that you hear people talk about, but you don't really know until it's happening. That you're like, holy crap, intense. It's so intense. You're just in the moment. You don't know what time it is. You don't know nothing. It's just crazy.
Yeah. I feel like there's so much you could say that no one will get except other parents.
Yep.
So I'm I'm in the dark on that. But I mean, I've told you already, but congratulations. And it's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
And it seems like you're having so much fun with your little guy. And I don't know. I feel like it's always, especially among skaters who are children for life, when they have children, it's like it's even more of a big deal. It's even more special. And you know that the kid is going to have fun because they have a fun loving adult in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you guys are already skating together, and I don't know.
Yep.
It's just
Yep.
it's a beautiful thing.
It's gonna be. It's like a brand new restart for me because yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. You're already having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you have your budding pro skate career at the same time.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
Me? Oh, you mean my retiring from skateboarding?
Well, that's the thing. You've been pro for a long time in my heart. And I feel like you're kind of starting to lose the spark, so to speak. And I think you mentioned that having the kid re-sparked you.
Yeah, but it'll be a respark for later. I'm saving the spark.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now, I mean, I think about skating all the time, but I don't really. It's weird. It's like I'm thinking about it now, even though there's so much snow outside.
What are you thinking about?
Like this trick I want to do.
What you got?
It's more of like an idea than a trick. It's not really a trick.
Are you speaking my language?
It's like more of like a series of movements
Okay.
put together to like something.
Well, that's pretty much what all tricks are. I mean, what would be your definition if we can just go on that tangent real quick? What's your definition of a trick? Because you're somebody who, for the people out there who aren't super familiar with Gnardo's great, vast, and gorgeous body of work, Gnardo has reinvented every aspect of skateboarding, the video part itself, and tricks themselves. So let's just hear from you. I feel like I've been having this conversation a lot lately. Maybe it's just been the past 10 years or so. But the conversation is, what really is a trick?
That's like saying, what is art?
Well, okay, so start right there, that a trick is a piece of art.
I could call a trick whatever I want. I mean, but then after you do these so-called tricks, you're like, am I doing a trick? Am I even skating? You know, I question what I do all the time. Like, I don't think I honestly think, like, when Fancy Lad named that video, "Is this skateboarding?" I'm like, dude, that totally makes sense, because that's what I think all the time. Like, I don't think I'm skating anymore. I think it's just like a series of movements. I'm dancing, I'm improving, I don't know. It's just,
you know, this just occurred to me, you know, like when people first invented skateboards, they probably didn't even have a name for what they were doing.
yeah.
Does that make it not a thing?
It makes it. No, I don't know what it makes it.
It's like that's something that was so undefinable. Now we live in a skate reality that is defined by so many different layers and groups. And so if you're like not sure, you're probably on the right track.
I guess so.
You know,
you look at it like that.
like there doesn't need to be a definition. It's cool when you do a trick and you're like, that was definitely skating, which is very rare, because you're like, I'm part of something. But then as you move away from the herd and you start creating something brand new, you're like, I'm not even sure. I haven't seen it before. That means it's definitely it. And you're broadening the scope.
But is it though?
Well, it's going to take, it's going to take another generation to fully appreciate it. Like I always say, your kids are going to love it. Like,
yeah, possibly. You don't know.
Possibly not. Exactly. I mean, I'm pretty into the idea of slipping into the sands of obscurity and completely fading away. That's my new thing. You know, I used to want it to be Orange Man, the household name for skateboarding, right there next to Trent McClung. Now I think I can fade into oblivion like the Todd Falcons and the Simon Woodstocks and the people who've really contributed a lot, but who knows if they'll be remembered in 5-10 years, you know?
Yeah.
And
That's a good way to put
some
it.
of the best people out there, they never got their recognition. And
Yeah,
I don't even know who they are because they didn't get it.
yeah, that makes me really sad to think about. I mean, especially like Todd Falcon. It's like why what I don't know what to say about that, honestly. It's just he contributed so much. And in his own mind, he was skateboarding. And
Yeah.
that to me, like that's an influence to me. Like just watching what he has created. It's like it's so insane. Like all the things that he put into what he did. He isolated himself. It's kind of like Rodney Mullen in a way. Like,
oh yeah,
dude, he just knuckled down and just did it. Like,
but
he didn't even know what he was doing. He was losing track of what he was doing.
I love the guy's skating, but I think that he's a perfect example of not fitting into other people's definition. Where he was like, this is definitely skateboarding. And then other people witnessing it might have had a different take where they're like, I don't know if this is skateboarding. And that's, you know, partly due to like how most skate videos and most skate marketing appears, where it's like it needs to take place here on a giant handrail, on a giant stair set, especially around the time where he was like doing it probably the most, you know?
Yeah,
So
I
a
think
lot of it is marketability. Is your skateboarding real? Is it like relevant to everything else that's going on? The big bucks in skating.
I mean, I think it is. I think it's relevant. I watched his video the other day. Well, not the whole thing, but I watched my favorite parts, and it got me super stoked. Like I wanted to go skate.
Yeah, same.
I didn't though.
Well, well, not to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but the bit where he's injured
In the wheelchair.
and skating a mini board while in a wheel. I don't know if he's in a wheelchair or it's just a rolly computer.
No, he's in a wheelchair.
Okay. There's just something that is so like it reminds me of like Beethoven or something where it's like he's lost his ability to hear, but yet he's still composing masterpieces.
Yeah.
Like with Todd Falcon, it's like he's lost the ability to stand temporarily. But he's still producing these like really actually elegant, beautiful looking tricks that like, you know, there's no like real gravity to it. He's not like floating through the air, but like the way he films it and the way that he captures it, it's like, you know, he is like a puppeteer and he's so in control of that mini board and he's just making it dance, do wonderful things.
When that part came on, I was like, I felt this, it was like an uncontrollable like feeling. Like I got so excited and like I stood up. I was just like yelling at my TV. I was like, I was so hyped. It was like, I don't know, like it, whatever he did, it worked. Like putting that all together like that, like I was tripping.
Yeah. Well, especially after this like 2 hour long saga or more that is like his entire life. And then it's brought to this like gut wrenching halt. But then like the Phoenix, he emerges from the ashes and he's like, there's nothing that can stop me from skating a mini board right now.
Yep.
Yeah, that brought a tear to my eye.
I just really wish he would come out of retirement and do something.
Yeah. Well, that's the coolest thing about being retired. Is you can always come out of retirement. And it's way more exciting than just be like, I'm still here and I've always been here.
I think he's crushed to find that it's not as important. Like if he had released that film a while ago, or at least put it out for free on Thrasher or a lot of people would have seen it. He would have got a lot more recognition, but I think he was looking more for like money for his work. And
well, we all want validation, and we live in this society where money is going to prove that. just as much
Yeah.
as someone else. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's going to be the view count or the like count or whatever, or it's going to be that you're getting paid, or it's going to be, you know what I mean? Like, people want to be compensated, and that's part of their fulfillment. They want to feel like that all their hard work was worth it and they get a reward.
But what is
He
it?
deserves
It's not really anything though anymore. Like being a pro skater and making money, it's not the same. It's like everyone's pro these
it.
days.
I know, right?
I'm not a skate nerd. I don't know anything about anybody.
Well, you're
I
a skate
tell you
savant.
about the time
That's the thing. You're not a skate nerd. You're a skate savant.
The time that I was with Eric Koston in my hometown, and I was trying to get him to no slide down this ledge, and he's like, "What? You want me to do a switch?" And I was like, "Oh, no." I mean, yeah, do it switch. You're fucking Eric Koston. I don't know.
Well, he probably could.
But I don't know. I don't even know my favorite skater's stances and shit.
Well,
so
that's really funny because he expects you to know his stance because of who he is.
I guess so.
And that's
I mean,
what's kind of
most people
funny
do,
about
right?
that's funny about switch skating in general. Where it's like, look, I don't know you. I don't know that that's harder for you. I don't care.
Do you know Eric Koston's stance?
I think he's goofy. I'm trying to think of like what's one of the coolest tricks he's done. Actually, in this newer, and I say newer, it's like 5 years old now or so, but like this Nike edit, he does like a back lip up this ledge and it smacks him right into a wall. And so he's like back lip wall ride out. Do you remember that? So I'm trying to imagine what was his stance for that. I honestly cannot think of it. I think he's goofy.
I'm trying to remember from the time that I was saying this to him.
Yeah.
The trick I was telling him to do. I'm thinking regular. I don't know.
You think he's regular?
I think so.
I'm trying to think.
Wait, no, I think he is goofy.
Well, now I'm trying to think of like, yeah, right.
Because he was saying switch, so I'm guessing if he meant switch, then he would be doing a regular no slide, not front side. So, yeah, I think he's goofy.
For all the viewers out there, if you know what stance Eric Koston is, just comment it so that we can know for the future. And as far as I'm concerned, I think he's ambidextrous because I can't really do, I can't do any of the tricks that he can do, period. Either stance, fakie included.
Yeah, neither can I.
Actually, this is a random, I don't even know how I know this. Maybe it's from a Tony Hawk Trick Tips VHS, but I guess Koston he claims to not be able to hard flip, only switch hard flip. Which is funny. You have any tricks that you can only do switch or only do one stance?
I can't do any tricks. I struggled so hard. I skated like maybe, I don't know, it seems like forever ago. It's probably like a few weeks, maybe 3. I tried to kickflip up this like little gap thing. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. I mean, I finally did one, but just doing a kickflip was like, dude, what the hell's wrong with me? I need to get into shape. I don't know what's wrong. I forgot how to kickflip. I don't know. So I set up a whole new board, like smaller board, because my boards are so huge nowadays.
Yeah.
So I set up a small board. I went skating with my friend undercover when it was raining and just tried to do flip tricks. And I got so bored and I couldn't do anything. I mean, I was getting close to like tricks I didn't know I could do, but I didn't have the persistence to like want to do it. I did a kickflip. I think that was it. I didn't do, but I tried like nollie flip, frontside flip, backside flips and stuff like that. And I didn't do it.
It reminds me why I never do flip tricks. I never tried. It's because they're freaking annoying. Well, I guess I have tried. They're freaking annoying and they're not fun. Yeah. And not only that, there's like a million people who can do it and way better than you. Not you, period, but you in general.
Yeah, you.
You specifically. But me too. But most people. Like there's plenty of people who are great at that. You don't need to do that.
but it would feel cool to land a front side flip.
Yeah.
You know,
Then
it'd feel
what?
good. Then backside flip.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you know, I like
Switch.
to do some normal tricks too every now and then just to feel like, that I can. That's
I feel
the
like I
best
just need to restart. I have
to
to
restart.
restart. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't know where I am now. And like I said, like we were talking about earlier, I don't know if what I'm doing is skating anymore. I feel like I've lost a grasp on it, maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe I need to go back. I don't know. I've been thinking this for a
Maybe you
while.
need to
Maybe I need to
keep loosening your grasp.
I just need to try. I don't try. Everything I'm doing is like I do it once and I'll never do it again.
Mm.
And it's more of like a learn it on the spot, feel it out, and it just kind of works out into something. If it does, but if not, it just goes back, to what the hell am I doing? I don't even know. I don't even know
Mm.
what I'm talking about, honestly.
Well, I think you're trying to say being consistent gives you a sense of being grounded.
I don't even know. All I know is I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Well, honestly, I had a moment the other day where I was, skating flat ground like you. No flip tricks, but I was doing shove its and whatever, 180s and power slides and stuff. And I was like, man, I really can't do this right now. I fucking suck. And then, like a week later, I'm like, yeah, actually, they can do it. It just wasn't working that day. So it comes and goes. It's like the weather, you
I
know?
think I need to like run like 5 miles a day or something for like a month and then try to do some flip tricks.
Mm.
I feel like I'm just too heavy.
Well, it's a lot of jumping. It's
It's
exhausting.
it's not like I'm young anymore. I feel like it sucks because I used to think I felt old, but now I like really do feel old
Well,
because
how old are you?
uh, uh 32, I think.
You don't know?
Well,
I
I
stopped
think
counting too at 30.
I
There's no point.
oh, am I 33? I don't know. I
You
think
remember
I'm
that
32.
well? That's funny. I remember calling Fisk. Yeah. He was like, how old am I? He was like asking us. He's like, I'm 33, right? We're like, I don't know. You know, and your mom knows.
No, I don't even think my mom knows.
Aw.
They always ask me, "How old are you now?" And I'm like, I don't know. My
Okay,
girlfriend knows.
there you go.
She
Great.
knows everything. I lean on her for stuff.
That's great. Wow. Maybe that's not great, but it's good you got somebody.
Otherwise, I'd be lost.
Yeah. So you're not sure how old you are. You're not
I,
sure about skating.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
I'm
that's a great
32.
place to start.
Well, the more we talk about the skating, the more it makes me want to skate. But then I'll
Nice.
get out there and it could be something different. Like I would be like, this sucks. Because I'm sitting
Yeah.
down, I feel like I could do anything right now. But I
Yeah.
stand up and then I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I really got to be in the right mood these days. That's kind of like the biggest part of it, you know. But
Well, then it defines like what is skating, like because for most of what I've been doing, I don't really leave the ground. My board might leave the ground, but I don't ollie, I
hmm,
don't do any of that
yeah.
popping of my board. If I leave the ground, I'm flying out of a quarter pipe or something. So
Well, you know.
so therefore, I'm not really using too much energy. You know, I'm using the transitions to move me. I'm not pushing. I'm not
Well,
doing
think
really any
about
of
it this way, ready? So like if you're surfing, which I've taken a surf lesson once in my life in Rhode Island, Narragansett Beach, where the waves are like 1 foot tall. But
that.
theoretically, if you're surfing, you're not like, sure, you got to paddle out there and you got to jump up and stand on the thing, but like the waves making you go. So like it's just important that you just stay on it and enjoy the ride. So I think that the idea of I need to spend this much energy is kind of like, I don't know. That's why I love like skating down the street, especially something downhill where there's little driveways and little banks along the way where you're just taking what's already there and just using that downward momentum. and you're like, all I'm doing is staying on it. I'm not like pushing, I'm not ollieing. Maybe you ollie, you know.
I'm slowing down.
Yeah, maybe I'm slowing down, but like you're using like the kinetic potential energy that's already there. You know what I mean? It's not all about like, look how strong my calf muscles are. It's like, I'm just like, me and the environment are like, you know, meshing together.
Wow.
You will.
You could tell you really thought about this stuff.
I think about it all the time. I mean, that's the thing where you're like, I could just talk about skating and get hyped. I'm like, yeah, talking about skating is skating.
I'm probably going to go skate after this.
That's awesome.
I mean, I would hope so.
Well, I'm going to hop on my bike. I actually kind of got to cut this short. I'm a very busy professional skater, as you know.
Oh.
So I got to go hop on my bike and try to avoid the black ice and take care of some things. But
you got some errands to run?
Yeah, it's called going to my day job.
Oh, you've got to work today.
Of course. But I'm glad we could squeeze you in.
Oh.
I think this is a wonderful first episode.
Well, thanks. Thanks for calling.
Is there anything you'd like to? It's all too short. I could talk with you for hours. I could skate with you for hours. And by that, I mean talk.
You know, we should try a Zoom skate sometime.
I think we've talked about this, like Zoom game of skate, or like, I'd rather do it like a session. Like maybe I could bring the phone to the spot and then like, we'll both go to a kind of a similar-ish spot, like a bank.
Just like an undercover spot with nothing. Bring your own obstacles.
There we go.
That would be cool.
I love it. Yeah.
Wait, I wouldn't have internet though.
That's the only thing. I know. That's what I'm thinking of too. Maybe we could just skate while talking on the phone. Be like, what'd you just do? And I'll be like, I did a tray flip. You should have seen it. Is there anything you'd like to plug or shout out? Any upcoming special projects you're working on, or
no?
Any thanks?
I don't do it.
You'd like to give?
Can't think of anything.
All right. Well, shout out to Cupid. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah. Hey, this worked out just perfect. I gotta go grab the baby.
Aw. Yeah, and I feel like this went well. I feel like this went pretty well. What do you think?
It went as well as our other conversations. It's just like having a conversation with you. Except for I'm staring at you.
It's nice to see you for once in a while.
Well, now we should do this instead of just call each other.
I agree. Nice to see your beautiful face. You're looking good.
Thanks. You too. You look nice and healthy.
Yeah, I got a nice healthy shine going.
Yeah, I'm in a dungeon. You can't really see me.
All right. I got to cut it.
All right, bro.
Love you.
All right. Love you too.
I hope you have a wonderful V-Day.
Yeah, I better get started on that.
Yeah, you'll be good. Just go to CVS. They got everything.
I don't think we have one of those.
Go to Walgreens. Go to Fred Meyer's.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See you soon.
All right.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Well, I gotta figure out how to stop the recording. Here we go.